Hi, this is just a quick video. I want to talk about a couple of apps which I found absolutely invaluable on the macOS, and I installed them on every single machine I ever had. So here goes. The first one is called Magnet. There's the icon right here. It's going to cost you a few bucks. Basically, it's a Windows management utility. It sits right there on your menu bar. And what it does is, if you have some windows like so, and if you want to place them on certain sides of the screen, you can just drag it to the top and it'll become full screen without becoming full screen. So it occupies the entire screen, but it's not a full screen app right now. It's still on the desktop. Or you can drag it to the left and it goes like this. If you can drag it to the right, as you can imagine. So a lot of this is something that Windows has been able to provide for a while. Mac, unfortunately, although it does have better Windows management than before, but still is not able to do this. So this is a very handy utility. You can do middle third, you can do corners, you get the idea. So typically I will just have one thing on the left side, and if I'm coding, I will have my Visual Studio Code on the other side, and there you go. Now, all of these actions are also available from keyboard shortcuts. So, all of these keyboard shortcuts, if that's your groove, then you can do it like that. You can set the keyboard shortcuts to whatever you like. And that's about it. Simple, does one thing, but does it extremely well. Absolute lifesaver, highly recommended app. The other app that I end up installing on all of my machines is something called Caffeine. And I'll just bring it up here. There we are, Caffeine. And basically, it just lets you keep your Mac awake as long as this thing is switched on. So notice the coffee cup here. If I just click on it, and you get this nice little icon of a coffee brewing. And basically now the Mac will not go to sleep. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, if you're downloading a large file, if you're doing a system update, or if you just got some process running in the background and you need to walk away from the keyboard and you don't want the machine to go to sleep, maybe you're running music on it or whatever, then this will just do that for you. Now, if I right click on it, then I can also activate it for a certain number of time, but honestly, I never use this function. I just like the default, and you can set the default duration to indefinite, which is what I've done. You can start it at launch, and that's about it. It's a very simple app, does just exactly one thing. It's been around forever, and it is just so handy. Now, there are a few other apps which try to do the same thing. One of them is Amphetamine, which I do use from time to time, and it does have a lot more sort of options. But honestly, I keep coming back to Caffeine because it's just too complicated for something that is very, very simple. My use case mostly is to just launch it and let it run in the background until I come back to the screen. And for that, you cannot beat Caffeine. So this is, by the way, a free utility. I will leave the links for both of these in the description, and you can just download them from there if you like. But there you have it. 2 must-have apps for your macOS machine. Thanks for watching and have a great new year.